What's coming up next, I guess? So you guys are already integrated with some EHRs. What has that unlocked for you, and how does that then progress going forwards? You mentioned a little bit around like now we're not just documenting the encounter, but we're actually like creating material out of that. So like
Yeah.
referrals and patient forms and stuff. What does that actually evolve into? Not just this year, but the next 5 years, 10 years.
Yeah, we have signed the agreement with EMRs that support more than 70% of the Canadian market. So I'm very excited that these are going to be like a collaborative approach is going to benefit a lot of clinicians in Canada. We But on the other side is that all collaborations are slower than a single company like a startup like us would want it to do. So it's not that all these functionalities are going to come tomorrow, unfortunately. But there are very exciting opportunities for solutions like this, and we don't think that this is something that an AI vendor like Tali would build all on their own. We're looking at is like some of these functionalities will be built by us, but some are going to be functionalities that we partner with other solutions to build. So when we have this graph of all the administrative tasks that the clinician does before the patient walks into the room, um, while they're talking together, after they leave the room, and there's just like different categories of activities they need to do. So starting from patient intake, inbox management, inpatient visits, follow-up actions, and all of that. And we're trying to map out like some of these functionalities. As I said, we'll try to, there is this great company that's already focusing on this problem, we need to partner up. But the way we look at it is that clinicians will probably don't want to be dealing with like 10 different AI companies for each of these different activities. They prefer to have one interface that takes care of all of their activities. And we're hoping to be moving toward that uh, future where through different multiple partnerships, we can actually support clinicians on documentation tasks before the patient walks into the clinic to way after they've left their clinic and all the follow-ups in between. And again, I think everybody in healthcare knows the problem in healthcare has never been about technology. It has always been about integration, partnership, go-to-market, distribution, all of that. And that's where majority of our focus is. But I should admit, I was super, super excited to see the recent announcement by OpenAI. There were some very major breakthroughs, and I was looking at the demo, and I was like, "This is sci-fi. This is the definition of sci-fi." One interesting potential was so they demoed the GPT-4 model being multimodal. This was very interesting to me because if you look at the AI scribes right now, we are very language focused right now, like everything that's being said, but we don't know what's happening in the room. Sometimes clinicians have figured it out themselves, but sometimes even we tell them, when you're doing the objective, verbalize it. Talk to your patient, say, "Oh, I'm looking at your knee. There is a little bit of a problem here, or your temperature is 37 degrees. It's good, it's bad." But we ask them to turn everything that's happening in the room into words because of the limitation of AI scribes. Another example is I told you after family physicians, the largest group we have are mental health specialists. So a psychiatrist was telling me, well, sometimes a patient comes in and just the way they're walking is giving me a clue, or the way that they might be wearing winter clothes in summer, and that is an objective part of the no. That's a symptom. And they were like, "So how can you solve it?" And my answer was like, "Let the patient leave the room. Talk to Tali. Say their clothes were not appropriate. He was not." And but that is a limitation of the product, the technology.
I'm Dr. Jordan Valrath, and you've been watching Cherry Live, brought to you by Cherry Health. Please like and subscribe to see more clips like this, or check us out at www.cherry.health, Canada's medical network.